Fashion means many things to us. It's not just about being on trend, looking good, expensive jewels, or pretty dresses. Fashion reflects our society and culture. It is a symbol we use to define ourselves. This is our current supply chain. As you can see, the consumer leads everything. Without consumers, there wouldn't be a retail store, transport companies, garment manufacturer, textile industry, or even a design team. That is why this phrase reflects what our lifestyle is like right now. We have become materialistic people who are so attached to worldly possessions. But what if we keep consuming at the rate we are today in the future? As consumers are the group that leads the reason for design and production, I will start by what we are doing as a consumer and how we can make a difference. Motives for consuming can only be divided into two categories: need and want. Physically, we only need water, sleep, food, and shelter. Clothing serves to protect us from our environment. Second up, we need safety. We must feel secure when wearing, living, or simply going to places. Stuff like anti-flammable feature is added to our clothes so we don't burst in flames when we're near an ignition source. We feel safe in our clothes. Level 3. This is where fashion starts to kick in. A sense of belongingness is needed through the acceptance of others. The function of clothing is elevated to fashion to serve as a means of communication. Fourth up is esteem. We wear the latest fashion to make us feel good about ourselves. Lastly, the summit of this hierarchy is about self-actualization. The clothes we wear becomes the expression of ourselves. For someone living in the first world countries, the basic needs shown in the first two levels are easily met. The problem arises when we try to be accepted by society, especially with growing needs for prestige. So, what is a want? Want is a manifestation of a need. We desire to be like or different from someone through the display of items. According to Gregory Stone, clothing is instrumental in expressing one's identity. So you must be lying if you say you only dress only for yourself. Fashion is visible for everybody to see. It is probably the most symbolic of all products we own. It is expressive as well as concrete to communicate who we are, even if you don't want to. Ironically, the changes used to portray what's in vogue or not is trivial. However, the impact stimulates consumer to buy more and more, leading to overconsumption. There's nothing wrong in consuming. Our problem is overconsumption. We used to have this thinking before buying a product. However, we now buy on impulse simply because we enjoy the thrill of shopping rather than the function of the product that we actually buy. Moreover, the cheaper the clothes are, the easier it is to buy them without guilt. Think for a second. Do we want to continue buying cheap and fast fashion with selfish and careless thoughts for the future? Did you know that we consume a third more clothing than we did 4 years ago and discard it after wearing a few times, even once? Did you know that more than 1 million tons of textiles are thrown away every year? People think that if we don't buy, we are not contributing to the economy, so we are not helping people to get a job. True. However, we can't stay in this cheap, fast, and disposable method for long. We can't! Raw materials and landfill can't keep up. Our planet can't keep up. Versatility in slow design is everything. Style doesn't start with wearing a brand. Style is a way we put our look together. We could think about it as language. Sheena and Alex have made us rethink the size and versatility of our wardrobe while wearing the same dress for 365 days. We should also aspire to use our clothes more frequently and not let them eat dust in the closet. We live in a throwaway society, and product disposal is the last thing we want to think about. Once trucks take the garbage, we no longer think it's our responsibility. Truth is, there are other ways to dispose than dumping it to landfill. How about we try this? So, before you buy, think, do I really need it? Why is it so cheap? What is it made out of? Is the cotton organic? Is it fair trade? Has it been made in a sweatshop possibly using child labor? Is the packaging excessive? Can it be recycled? Can it be washed, or is it dry clean? Because we are ultimately responsible for our own planet.